So you're sitting quietly or just going on a walk, and suddenly you feel this vibration from your phone, perhaps a notification or a beep or that faint sound of call. And when you take it out, there is no message, there is no call log, or there is no specific notification that could have made that sound or that vibration. This strange phenomenon has been a part of my life for so long. So it's called phantom vibration syndrome. Once you learn how it works, it's going to be an unsettling information in your brains. So this phantom vibration or this buzzing sound you feel, it happens when you think there's a notification, even though there's nothing that indicates there was a notification. People often describe this as not some hallucination or something. It's like so clear. They're not daydreaming. They feel it very clearly that just a quick buzz or that beeping sound. It's not just the sound they are feeling. They could even be feeling the vibration wherever they have kept their phone. If it's in a pocket, they feel like their phone did vibrate, did make a buzzing sound. But in reality, there is none. This experiment is far more common than what you think. Most people realize. Several studies shows that majority of smartphone users have felt this syndrome at least once in their lifetime. But why would our brain create something that isn't even there? This is a question that does make me bother a bit. To understand these phantom signals, we need to understand how our brain works. We need to understand how our brain process these signals. So our human brains is very good at recognizing the patterns and it constantly scans the surroundings and the movements and the changes in the sounds. In the past, they had to be very sensitive to sound living in the outdoors, even the sound of the grass should be taken very seriously. There could be animal threat or some other person, human threat. The same system which helped us in hundreds years ago now has become a bit threatening. It can also be misinterpreted sometimes. So let's take an example. Your clothes just brushed off, or there was a small sound nearby you, or a small muscle twitch. This can be your brain interpret this as phone's vibration. It has learned to associate the location with notifications. Another reason is due to habit formations. Modern smartphones constantly get notification and messages. Over time, our brain is constructed to expect them. This creates almost like a habit loop. The brain anticipates these signals and sometimes it kind of generates one for you. It's almost similar to how some people describe being lost in a crowd, hearing their own voice or hearing their own name as if someone is calling them out, but in reality, no one is calling them out. It's just your brain reacting to the situation. Some people don't just feel the vibration or hear the vibration, they particularly hear the sound itself. This happens because our brain also stores the memory of that sound's notification or that chime. So when you're expecting a notification, expecting a message, your brain is going to send you a small, your brain recreates that sound for you. So, but why does it feel so real then? It's almost unbelievable to think this is entirely made up by our brain. And that is true. It's not entirely from your brain. It's there needs to be a trigger for our brain to work it out like that. It could be small brushing your skin or just a tiny movement. It could be mislabeled as a phone vibration, a phantom sound, instead of recognizing it as a normal situation you work, where it's just a wind or it's just you. It kind of misinterprets as a message or a notification or a call are only being used over a few decades now. Our brains are still trying to adapt to these changes. We are very fast moving, and these sudden changes are also responsible for all these side effects and this phantom vibration or phantom sounds. often phone notification is often more seen in people who are more addicted to phone, or a person who is anticipating a message from someone a lot. It could be a message or a notification. If someone is anticipating it too much, then the brain is gonna get you that. It's almost like being scared in the dark and misunderstanding a white curtain to a ghost. It's almost overly sensitive reaction to things, and it triggers when something isn't even happening. Okay, phantom vibration syndrome is harmless. It does tell us something very important, that our brain is constantly trying to predict the future. Sometimes these predictions are accurate and sometimes it is not. If our brain can create a sensation which isn't even happening, then how much of our daily life could be misinterpreted as something that didn't even happen? With this question, I'm gonna leave you up to this. I hope you guys enjoy this weekend and I'll see you in next video.